welcome to the Pros and Cons podcast.
And today, we'll be talking about the pros and cons of electric vehicles, aka EVs.
Before we get started, let's explain what an electric
An
vehicle
EV is a car that uses rechargeable batteries and electric motors to move.
So let's get started.
Some pros and cons of electric vehicles that they produce less funny gases due to them not having gasoline engines. Cost of them is also lower.
Other pros of electric vehicles is that they have lower maintenance costs due to being electric, and they have much faster acceleration compared to gasoline cars.
While there are many pros to electric cars, there are also cons of electric vehicles, also known as outweighed weight advantages.
Okay. One con of electric cars is that there are limited areas that you can travel due to the low distance you can go on a full charge.
Something that can be added to insult to injury is that many of the charging stations are not in most areas.
Another con of electric vehicles is that battery replacement costs are very high compared to gasoline.
The average cost is having a battery replacement for electric vehicles is around $6,000 to $20,000.
As well as having high costs to have the batteries replaced if the batteries are punctured in a crash, and they have a very high chance of lighting the vehicle on fire and can be extremely difficult to put out.
Another con that is in most electric vehicles is the battery pack is absolutely massive. It weighs over 1,000 pounds.
Another con of electric vehicles is that they take a very long time to recharge and can take hours to recharge on a dedicated charger, and can take even longer to recharge if plugged into a standard outlet, which can heavily affect electric bills and make them much higher than normal.
Another con of electric vehicles is the performance of modifications. It's severely limited compared to car with gasoline engines.
Something that adds insult to injury is the limited performance upgrades can be very expensive.
Another con of electric vehicles is that most electric vehicles are very expensive. The average cost is around $53,000 to the Cybertruck at being $90,000.
As well as being very expensive, some electric cars can have low build quality, including panels not lining up properly and discoloration on interior trim components.
And some earlier Tesla models, like the Ys, have issues with the steering wheels falling off.
While electric cars have many issues currently, they may be resolved in the future, but for now, many of these issues remain and need to be addressed.
We hope you like this episode and of our podcast. Informational helps you access the ideas of the pros and cons of electric vehicles, and we both hope that you choose the right decision.